In question number 5, variable x and y are such a way that the y is equals to ln of 2x square minus 3 over 3x square. And we need to find out what is dy by dx. So clearly we need to apply quotient rule here. So the quotient rule, so whenever I have anything is in the form of u over v, the quotient rule goes something like this. So dy by dx would be equals to, it's u dash v minus v dash u and divided by v square. So if I use this rule, so this is how it would go like. So my dy by dx is u dash. So that is the differentiation of ln of the thing. So for this differentiation of numerator, I need to use a chain rule as well. So differentiation of ln of something would be 1 over the same thing and then multiplied by the differentiation of inner function. So that's going to be differentiation of 2x square minus 3 has to be just 4 times x. Then multiplied by keeping the denominator as it is, which is 3x. Then minus v dash. V dash is nothing but differentiating the denominator. So that's going to be differentiation of 3x is 3 and into u, which means keeping the numerator as it is, so which is ln of 2x square minus 3 and entire thing divided by 3x whole square. So we can either leave it like this or we can just do one more step. So that is 3x times 4x has to be 12x in the numerator. So it's 12x over 2x square minus 3. Then minus 3 into ln of 2x square minus 3 and divided by 9x square. So this is the final answer for part A. Now, the mark distribution goes like for the entire thing, getting the entire thing correctly, right? So getting the entire thing correctly is that figuring out, let's say, figuring out that the differentiation of u dash. So basically getting that one correct. So this can give you 1 mark and getting the final answer correct. So differentiating it using the quotient rule that it clearly shows that you have used a quotient rule. So that gives you 1 mark and final simplification correct. So that's how the 3 marks would be awarded. So 1 mark for getting this one correct. And the second mark is for getting the entire quotient rule. And the third mark is just the simplification. And this is how the marks distribution for this sum would go. Next, if I talk about part B, hence find the approximate rate of change in y when x increases from 2 to 2 plus h, where h is small. So in the previous part, we have gotten the value of dy by dx. So the dy by dx, we had gotten it as, so it was 12x over 2x square minus 3, then minus 3 times ln of 2x square minus 3 and entire thing divided by 9x square. This is what dy by dx we got that. And we need to find an approximate change in y. So I'm going to take the change in y as delta y. So we know this change in y over change in x would be same as dy by dx. So in that case, I can also say this change in y would be equal to dy by dx times change in x. We know this change in x is h because x is increasing from 2 to h. So then the x value is 2. So when the x value is 2, what is the value of dy by dx? So in that case, the change in y would be, so dy by dx with substituting the x value as 2. So that's going to be 12 times 2 divided by 2 times 2 square minus 3. So we can also use the calculator minus 3 times ln of 2 times 2 square minus 3 and entire thing divided by 9 times 2 square. So 2 times 12 is 24. 24 divided by, this is basically to 8 minus 5. So basic 8 minus 3, which is 5. So 24 by 5 minus 3 times, this is going to be 2 times 4, which is 8, which is 5. So ln 5, and the entire thing divided by 9 times 4, which is 36. Of course, we know this, it's dy by dx into delta x, which is h, and this entire thing multiplied by h. And when you type this one in the calculator, you will be getting the answer as something like 0.133 h. And this is the right answer for this one. So the 2 marks here, it's awarded us. So finding out that dy by dx correct. So substituting this information correct and getting the value as 0.133 correct. And the second mark is what? Figuring out that delta y or change in y is equals to dy by dx times delta x, and figuring out the final answer is 0.133h. So this one will award 1 mark, and getting the final answer can award another mark. So this is the right answer for this one. Now for part 3, we need to find out at the instant when x is 2, y is increasing at the rate of 4 units per second. Find the corresponding rate of increase in x. So now whenever I talk about y is increasing at the rate, so that means dy by dt. So dy by dt is given as positive 4 units per second. Now all we need to do is, we need to figure out what is dy by, we need to find out what is dx by dt. So this is what is the question is. Now, clearly we should be aware of that dx by dt would be same as dy by dx, or the other way around is dy by dx. Okay, so I'm going to take it like this. So dx by dt would be same as, it's going to be dx by dy multiplied by dy by dt. So in that case, basically dy and dy can get cancelled out. I'll be getting dy by dt itself. At 2 is what we need to find out. So we already got that at 2, the dy by dx is 0.133. So in that case, I'm going to say dx by dt has to be equal to, so dy by dx is 0.133. Dx by dy has to be the reciprocal of it. So 1 over 0.133. We are talking about what is the value of dy by dx at x equals to 2. Then multiplied by dy by dt given in the question, which is 4. So this is basically 4 over 0.133. So when I type this one in the calculator, so I'll be getting the answer as exactly 30.2. And this is the right answer for this sum. And the marks distribution goes something like this, that figuring out this step and substituting the 0.133, basically writing down that dx by dt is equal to 4 over 0.133 can get us 1 mark. And finally, finding out the final answer can get us another mark. This is how the marks distribution goes like.